Well, first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. Is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
That's good.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
He was brought down by Drew Sanders. 1-yard gain.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold.
At the 25-yard line.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. There he goes left side. Hang on here. They declined that. So the yardage will stand.
There has to be confusion coming from the bench to the field about what their intentions are, because you guarantee they want the penalty. Turn down that big yardage gained against them. Instead, they turn down the penalty, and the yardage stands.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards, first down Atlanta.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. They'll get this down to the 38. The Saints are 1-9 now in the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Give them a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack, going to stop him short of the first.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold working the middle of the field, and he's gotten that complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Looks like one of the DBs has it.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards right off the bat with a first down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now Penix. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. And looking to throw, Penix. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at about the 28. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Brings up 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And the Falcon 1st down.
They'll throw with Penix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run.
This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still 2nd quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Darnold. Short throw, it's Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the Falcons 47-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 28. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Short throw, it's Higbee. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5.
And now off to the races down the right side.
The race is on.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. York now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Falcons 21. Saints nothing.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you.
York
Do it for myself. I go 0 to 1.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Brings up
Darnold from the gun.
The 37-yard line.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
28 yards. That's good for a Saints first down. 1st and 10.
To throw is Darnold.
That's out wide here for Robinson. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, Darnold.
32-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
32 yards.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
He's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half,
That may loosen up the defense.
Here's a diving catch right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man lay it out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He'll drop this off to Pacheco.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. Got to keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A play fake. Now Penix.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 47 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 15.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll find Higbee open downfield.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Here's Penix.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
there just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To the air, Penix.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That is caught. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Penix. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are able to add on to that lead. Oh, this is blocked. The Saints have got it. There he goes, right side. And all the way into the end zone, and it's 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Now Darnold going to take it and just back this one forward to his wideout.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for
Darnold.
first down.
Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Godwin,
His first touchdown on the year.
and the Saints are able to cut into that deficit.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening, but they found the opening and exploited it.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Saints 17. Jake Bailey set to
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
And looking to throw, Penix. They're going right back to Hamler.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go play action here with Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down.
They'll throw with Penix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle
Pitts
From 19 yards away.
And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
The Falcons.
They'll try and throw with Penix.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
Keeps the score. Falcons 36. Saints 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Now Darnold. And a dump off here to Robinson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
It's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So now the Saints offense coming back out there. They're going to be called on to go for two.
The Saints will line up for the two-point conversion.
They're going to throw for the two with Darnold. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Falcons, 36.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Again, it's Pacheco.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Saints are right back in this football game.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And he's taken down, but able to get this out to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right.
Checks this one down to Robinson.
He can only get a yard after all that. It's second down. Darnold from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage.
Duran Payne on the stop. It's a turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
A loss of 6 yards.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Here's Penix. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. The quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Darnold. Fires a slant complete to Toby. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Darnold to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Darnold. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can. Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Here's Darnold. Smith and Jigbo hauling it in on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
A 10-yard gain.
Here it is, 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's 1st and goal. Darnold. Now he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. For Dallas now for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Falcons 36, Saints 30.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
44-yard line.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here goes Hut.
Now it's Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores. You know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end. But this one falls incomplete.
Darnold now to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run.
And he'll get a fair amount of yardage back, but now it's 4th down.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to let it fly.
That is incomplete.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons are close to finishing off this football game.
And looking to throw, Penix.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Penix working out of the gun here.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the Falcons, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.